Hey guys, it's Joe from Off-Grid Warehouse. Today we're going to talk about 5 ways you can upgrade your battle belt for under $25. So when you finish setting up your gun belt, you kind of have an itch and wonder, well, what can I do next? Where do I go from here? What can I upgrade? So the things we're going to talk about today, they are not really gimmicks. They're actual things that I believe and we believe that actually serve a purpose. So it's things from one-handed pistol manipulation to getting medical on the body to making reloads a little more ergonomic. Okay, so first up we have the Racker from True North Concepts. Now this little guy I have mounted right in front of my holster mount. Essentially it is a one-handed pistol manipulation tool, not too fancy, it's a polymer. But if you are, let's say, have an injured limb, well, it's a little hard to reload with one hand. So what you'll do is dump your mag, put your firearm in the holster, use your dominant hand to retrieve your next mag, insert the mag, and then you're gonna rack it on this guy. Now, a lot of people are taught to rack on their actual physical holster. That can chew it up, that can damage your optic. People are also taught to rack on their belt or their heel. This guy does mitigate that damage that you might get on your red dot. So that is where that guy comes in. Now you might say, well, I can just hit the slide release with my thumb. Well, if you're a lefty like me and you're running something like a Glock Gen 4 or earlier, you're not gonna have that slide release on the right side of the firearm. So that's where this guy can come in. Also, if you do have blood loss, well, you're probably gonna lose your fine motor skills and hitting that slide release actually might be a little bit hard. The margin for error of this is much larger than hitting that slide release. Now, one nice part about this little thing is that it does have an incline to the polymer right here. So you're not actually pointing the muzzle of the firearm directly into your leg. It's more kicking out at an angle, so you're not going to risk actually discharging your firearm on yourself. Okay, so next up we have tourniquet pouches. Now you probably are already carrying medical on your belt. We really hope so. Now for me, I am a fan of externally mounted tourniquets. It depends who you are, what you're doing, but for me, this suits my needs. So right here I have the Blue Force Gear Hammock. Now this guy uses 3 MOLLE wide pouches to mount below them as a dangler. So I can take my double mag pouch 40 degrees from Esstac and just mount this right below on the Velcro one wrap. Now in comparison to the Blue Force Gear to the Esstac TQ pouches, the Blue Force Gear is a little bit longer. So depending on how you want to stage your tourniquet matters as well. This guy can be a little bit too long depending how you do it. So moving on to the Esstac versions, these guys come in a vertical mount or a horizontal. They both use one wrap, makes it really nice to move these around your belt pretty easily, much easier than like a malice clip would be or a high-speed grip clip to undo it and move it on the fly. But the vertical is very simple. Just wrap it around your belt, fits 1.75 inch belts. And what you'll do is just have the top of your cat tourniquet or whatever tourniquet you're using sit above the belt line. So it fits very easily and doesn't take up too much space at all. And then there is the horizontal version, which basically serves the same purpose as well. So both of these are great options and they run like 15 bucks. So it's a pretty inexpensive way to get a tourniquet on your body. So for those of you who are running a belt that has a Cobra buckle on the end, this is the high-speed gear operator belt. Most of these kinds of belts that have the buckle do come with a piece of elastic nylon around them. Now, if you do want to actually get rid of this guy, you could take something like the belt magnet. This is also from Esstac. There is a lot of Esstac on this list just because they make good American-made gear and it's pretty good value when it comes to that. So what I could do is just wrap this little guy around, secure it using the one wrap, and this will fit on belts 1.75 inch as well. But now I have a place to put my mags. So here I am from New Jersey, just full disclosure. So we have 10 round mags. Hopefully that is lifted soon, but you can stick your mag right on there. That's a polymer mag, Glock 17 mag. Steel mags fit right on there as well. A little more magnetism on the steel mags. And then even with an empty mag, because this is magnetizing to the spring inside of the mag, it still works. Now, if you are LE, what you could do with this guy, if you do have something like a shove knife or a multi-tool you need to get rid of fast, well, they both adhere right to it. And I will say handcuffs are a no-go on this guy. It depends if your chain is long enough to have the actual lock housings both connect to it, if that makes sense. You can have the one cuff dangle if you want to, but it is going to swing. But otherwise, that is the belt magnet. The Core Essentials Swinger Mount. Now this guy is relatively new product, but essentially what you can do with this is take any single pistol pouch or 2 single pistol pouches, there is a double variant of this guy, and cant them at a up to 45-degree angle. Now I was not essentially sold on the idea of canting mags until I actually went to the range and started doing it. And what you'll actually realize is if you're running the mags more on the front of your body, your wrist is not kinking as much when you go to index your mags because you're having more of a natural motion with your elbow. So you're easily able to pull out those mags and reload. Now this guy does come in 2 separate pieces. How these guys work is you will run the wedge through the back of the molly on the pouch. And then what you'll do is screw in the top screw first. Now Loctite does come in the bag with these guys. I do recommend putting that Loctite on, that way you're not losing your mags. And then you will orient your mag the way you want. And then we will then put the bottom screw in with some Loctite. Now what you'll have is a clip that we can slide through molly, and then you'll just screw in the bottom housing to keep it secure. Now if you do end up going with the double version of this mount, it's important that you're using 2 single pistol mags. A double mag pouch will not work. Now, if you're just looking to upgrade your pouch entirely to a 40-degree and you're not really interested in the swinger mount, you can always just get the Esstac 40-degree pouch. This is their single one, obviously, and you can fit just about any double stack mag into these. Now, if you are a guy who runs a 1911, you can also get that insert as well as a 2011 insert as well for the staccato. Now, I will say 2 of these side by side takes up a lot of real estate. While the double is a little bit out of the $25 price range, if you do want to, you're gonna have to go with the double. But this is a great pouch if you just want that little bit more comfort. Well, that just about wraps it up. I know it's nothing too extravagant. The only thing that's going to make you a better shooter is actually getting out and shooting. Make sure you're getting out there and running drills. If you don't think drills are fun, get a shot timer. I can't tell you how much a shot timer has made the range so much more fun. Or bring a friend with you. Having somebody to compete against or to, just interact with at the range can make things so much different. But if you are interested in any of this gear, the links will be down in the description, and we thank you for watching.